since I'm also going to show my soapy friends this video, I want to show this box that Jan Sorensen's husband made and how you're supposed to put these things in. And I've only done it once, and I'm not very good with written instructions. Well, I'm not always very good with written instructions, so I'm reaching over the dang camera. Ugh. Stretch, sorry. And this, I understand one side to be up. You see, if you were to pour in this thing, it would be all floppy because it's so big, 60 ounces. So I got it up real tight to the corner here that you can't see because of the light. Like that, and I can see I need a little push. One thing about silicone, it's so squishy. You can push it into all the corners. And then these handy dandy end blocks aren't screwed in or anything, so you can make them custom, you know, however big your, however the length of your mold is. Then you push this side up because it's on a hinge. They're both on hinges. And you get this to fit, and I'm not perfect yet. Okay, let's get him to go in that hole. And he's already, that other one is always good about going in. Got it, which was yesterday that I opened it. It smelled still like the building, you know, the polyurethane or whatever they used, and I had to hammer it to get this. Still not working. There we go. You just have to get it at the right angle. Anyway, I had to hammer it to get it to loosen up. It was a little tight. I don't know whether it, you know, hadn't finished curing the paint or whatever. And then you put this guy on. And where that guy was so floppy, I mean, that won't matter because once you pour, it'll push it out. And you're in tight and you're flat and oh boy. And then it comes with a lid. I don't know what you do with the lid unless you're cold process, and I don't know how you do that, or hot process. But anyway, it would keep the dust out, I guess. The unmolding of my 60-ounce brand new silicone loaf mold. It's a wooden box, but it's a soap mold holder because the silicone in here is so soft that if I were to fill it without, look at that, and it's even got hinges on the bottom. If I were to fill it without a support, it would bow. Come on. It's still so new. See, look at how that just opens up and that flops open that way. And then these are just loose, so I can put them wherever I want to fit the whatever size mold. I mean, if it's that size mold, that size mold. So those are the blocks, and now that I'm down to the soap, I'm going to put on my gloves. Oh boy, this is scented pumpkin sugared donut. So thus the pumpkins around and little apples. So I pull the sides away, and the cool thing is there is design on the sides of the molds, which I've never heard of before. And then pull it apart. So here we go. See, if I poured it, it would just go without the support. And that silicone sticks to everything. So dump it upside down and just pull it off. Oh, look at that. See, look at how floppy it is. So that's why you need the support. But see, there's all the design. And I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it's got design on the side. What I will do, first I'm going to photograph it while it's in its entirety. But here's what it looks like right now. And I did a wedge design. Oh, it's so bright you can't see. I did a wedge design with the colors. And that's how I figured out how to, I knew it was 60 ounces, so I did about 15 ounces per color. So what I will eventually do is slice, but I'll show you that. All right, I've moved you guys around to that side. So I have this handy dandy measure, and I use my little Japanese knife cutter, and I have a wavy cutter too, but I like just doing the flat a lot, especially with this pretty design. And so I kind of center it, and you see you can go like that in it, so you have to be careful to get, I look at the sides and line them up straight. And these are 1-inch increments, and so I get a hot pad holder is why sometimes it's hard to press through, so I just use that to pad my hand. Here's the first cut. And it sticks. Ha ha! You see that? It's mica, so and I used a clear base with just a little bit of white in it to make it a little more opaque. And then the top, each top will have a design and each side will have a design. And of course the bottom's flat because that was the top when I poured. So let's keep cutting. Cut a bunch and then I'll move on to my next step. Let's see here. Put that out of the way. And go straight down. You have to be careful that you go straight down, because you can cut at an angle even though you have the marker. And there's another one. So that'd be pretty much the same, because I poured, I kept the mold flat except for the angle when I was pouring. And you just go la la la. And down the loaf you go. So it'll be interesting to see how many cuts I get. I'm almost done, so I thought I'll let you see the very end. Like I say, this was pumpkin sugar donut because I sold out. I did a smaller loaf, so I was really happy to try this bigger loaf. And being handmade, everything comes out different from the other. Look, I think this is, oh my gosh, this is the first loaf mold I've had the last two come out even. Usually I have to pull this out and then decide where the middle is, so somebody gets a bigger. Okay, got them photographed. I'm going to stack them up here. Oh, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 slices. Wow, the most I've ever gotten out of my other loaves has been 10. So I'm going to start wrapping. By now I've figured out what size to rip plastic wrap at, and I can get 3 out of a tear sheet. Because then I go that way, and then you pull this up and tight, and you pull that up and tight, down a little bit, and then tight like that, and there it is. Here's the top, because I remember the pink's the top. Alright, just because the fun of it, let's make a bunch of noise and I'll show you how I use the heat gun. I use the back first. Oh, these guys are in the way. Then I do the sides. And then lastly you do the top and the front. You don't hold the heat gun on the wrap for very long or you'll burn holes in it. I've got a little thicker wrap. It's more of a professional wrap than what you buy in the regular grocery store, because that stuff's really thin. Okay, so now I'm ready to label. Here's the back of my soap. Weigh it. 4.2, so I pen that in, because I have the name of the soap, the name of me, and how many ounces. And then I just center it, and ta-da! There's the soap. Ready to sell. Let's do another one, because each one's going to weigh different. This one's 4.5. I wish they'd all come out the same, but they don't. And another one, just because it's so much fun. That one's 14.3. So on and so forth. So this thing is really nice. It's worth the investment if you're going to do these long molds. And I did order another mold. It's going to be really cool. It's like wood. And since I have 2 molds, it's worth it for me to buy this. And I'm finding out from my customers that they really like these slab bars better than the designed bars, because these hold their design clear through the shower till they're just little slivers. Whereas, you know, if it's an owl or something, that's gone faster. Although it sure looks pretty in a powder room. And what was the other reason I liked it? Oh, the reason I liked it is because it doesn't keep sliding out of my shower soap dish. So that is for both my YouTube people, hello, and for the soapy people, Love you guys. I like all of you guys. You guys are all so wonderful to me. From soapy people to sharing to you, my YouTube makeup friends. So thank you for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.